What's good with y'all, man? Hey, man, I know why you're here. You want to know why women chase certain men. What does it take to be that kind of guy, MJ? Okay, what does it take to be that kind of guy? This isn't a one and done deal. Some of you guys are already assuming that, and that's why you give up on becoming the kind of man, the type of man that a woman would actually chase. Yes, it is possible. Why am I still hearing this? Why are the women complaining about the fact that they think men are sassy for even wanting a woman to chase him? You sound stupid. Okay, the women sound stupid. The men who advocate for women sounding stupid are, in fact, stupid too. Why should a woman chase a man? What kind of man is chased after by a woman? First off, why should a woman chase a man? What are you showing this man that's different than the rest of these women to make him want to chase you? Any man that has his priorities straight understands that women are not the top of the priority list. In fact, when we were created, men were never supposed to chase women. A woman was created as a helpmate, not something for a man to be chasing. That's not how it worked. That's not how it works. So from the beginning of time, from the beginning of our creation, that's how it's supposed to be. Somewhere down the line, the standard got misconstrued when weak men were put in positions of power. And those weak men were mad. Why? Because the women weren't giving them the time of day. So what do we have now? A system where we have a bunch of women who are great at advocating and promoting their SMV, their sexual market value, and that's fine. But now we have a rise of men who are capable and determined to stay on their path, making themselves more desirable in the eyes of these women. And these women are sitting here fighting for him and his validation and territory. But on the way to that, it's going to be a lot of women juking on his dick, juking and bouncing on his dick, bounce tap, bounce tap, bounce tap, bounce tap, bounce tap, because that's the only way they can get his attention. He's going to be selective. He's going to be picky. He's going to be like, I can take it or leave it. For some reason, women are getting off on that. The man that imprints them has these characteristics. He has these type of traits. You know what I'm saying? The first thing he's doing is giving them the mental D and then the physical if she earns it. So after hearing that, you know what I'm saying? I really got to ask certain women, what makes you desirable for a man to chase you? I mean, a man that's chasing a woman has nothing going on for himself. What makes you think you should be number one in that man's life? That's what I got to ask you. And then think about this. Because think about this now. Who are the type of men she chases? What the man she dreams about, her celebrity crush, does she really believe that he would chase her? Is he supposed to be like, yo, even though I got all these thousands of women lining up for me, I want you, and I'm gonna drop everything and chase you? It doesn't even make sense. Am I saying you gotta be her celebrity crush? No. Why? Because there have been men with a lot less than what you have that's watching this even. And these guys have got it the first night. These guys have got it for a Wendy's 4 for 4. A 4 for 4 meal deal. A Happy Meal, a Coke, and a Smile, bitch. And they was in them, but they was beating the brakes off of it. Just because of her, it was spontaneous, and he just said the right thing, and he communicated the right energy and everything. And then before you know it, he was just beating the brakes off of me. It was great. But then she shows up to, she shows up to him like, oh, well, you're going to have to prove to me that you're worthy of this. Come on now. Come on now. Now, how do we figure out which women have done that in the past and which women haven't? How do we figure out just off of face value, off of just meeting her, if she's done that or not? You don't know, right? So why would you chase? You know what you should be doing? biding your time, sitting there observing, taking a step back. You know I'd be saying that. James Harden, except the reverse way. You got to take a step back, nigga. Euro step your ass way back and just sit back and chill and be like, okay, I see how you just mingle in with everybody, give you a number out to all these dudes in here. Threw ass on about 3 of them. You show it to me, throw some ass on me, I get your number and shit. Now, am I going to sit here and be like, yeah, she's the one? No. The chick you saw at the grocery store that been eyeing you for the last 3 aisles, how you know if she got a reputable street reputation or not? Does her whole facts report show up? You know, and it's extensive history. A lot of previous owners. Check out my whole facts report video. Because these are important things as to why you don't chase women and why they should be the ones doing that. If you're a complete man, if your aura says, yo, he just on point, he's presenting himself, he's comfortable in himself, he loves himself. What's missing here? Nothing. There's nothing missing there. Would it be nice to find the right kind of woman? Yeah, but most of the damn time, you know what they are? Not right. So you either enjoy yourself and bide your time, or you can be, left out of the loop with these women and have, you can just relinquish all your respect and chase them down and stuff. But that's not gonna work, bro. That's not gonna work. Because the men that they idolize, the men that imprinted them, they still think about them. And you know that, right? They still think about those type of men. They don't think about the man that chased them down and constantly had to prove it and constantly had to do this and do that and do this and do that. And they still cheated on that man, number one, with the guys that imprint him. So it's kind of it's like a double-edged sword. It's like, first off, why are y'all telling us that we should be chasing y'all? Because that wasn't how it was in the beginning of time. That wasn't how it was. Somewhere down the line, these weak men displaced that. Now we have the wrong rhetoric going. Now we have the wrong spiel going. I'm giving you the right spiel because I'm going to get your ass right. Pause. Y'all have never been the priority. It has always been a man that's capable, that's doing what he's supposed to be doing, and then all other things added unto him, including the women. Now, your discernment got to be supremely on point. Your discernment has to be top tier. Your discernment has to be A1, son. You really got to be on point to know how to sift through some of these chicks. Like for real. Because you don't know who's a bitch. You don't know who's a hoe, who's a skip-scop, who's a scallywop, who's a fucking shit. You don't even know. You don't know today. There's a lot of great disguises. And women are great actresses. Most of them just they all need to be given Oscars because they are performing so spectacularly. And to the point where they actually, it's like, you would think some of these hoes be boosting that game up. Oh, my head game is A1. Well, you have to show me. You have to show me. What the fuck? It's not right that you're not chasing women. How do you expect a man to become high value if he's chasing women all day? That don't make sense. That doesn't even fit in a sentence, especially today. I better not hear chase and then followed by the word women in the same sentence. Fuck that. Unless it's prefaced with I don't. Like, what are you talking about? When has that ever been when has that ever been the thing to do? I ain't never, from all the OGs and double OGs I listened to when I was a jit, like all the way from back then all the way to now, ain't never been a case in all my experiences where that was the move to make. That has never been it. Ever. Never. That's the first way to get played. The fuck you talking about? Huh? And like I said, bro, they are desiring men that don't prioritize them. They chase men to the end of the earth that don't chase them. It's always going to be that situation. That is the formula, bro. That's the formula. Okay, if you got a situation going on with a chick right now that you're dealing with, and you want to get it steered back in the right direction. Because once you start chasing a chick and that's how you got her, you had your ego satisfied. You're like, yeah, I hunted that, bro. I did that. Cool, 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 cool. Great for you. Just understand you got to keep that up. Just understand you're putting yourself in competition with other men when in fact you should be putting women in competition with other women for you because you're so valuable. A man has to be the proof. You ain't got the time to create yourself and become the proof if you're over here chasing bitches. I'm out.
We locked in on this shit. We focus. We start at zero every day. But we go from zero to hero every fucking day, bro. We go from zero to hero every fucking day, though. That's how I like to keep it, man. That should keep you ambitious. How much did I achieve today? How much did I make today? How much did I do today? You just keep stacking them days, bro. Stack them days up. Stack them days up, kings. Stack them up, G. You know what I'm saying? We just keep winning.